vampire counts versus the wood elves. For my army here, we have a vanguard deployed dire wolf that has been discovered by a vanguard deployed glade rider. I'm going to get them out of there pretty quick. Just go like bloop. But for the rest of our army, we're going cryptical heavy. Cryptical heavy. We have six crypticals up here, and then they're being led by the Strigoi Ghoul King on the Terrorgeist and two additional Terrorgeists, because why not? Let's have fun. And then we have two Black Knights and then Varric's Reavers over there, and that is my army. For the Wood Elves, we have two of the Glade Riders right there. They are being led by a Glade Lord, the lady, because she has the net and all that good arrow stuff. We also have a Spell Singer with Awakening of the Wood and the Heal Spell, and then a Great Eagle. For the rest of the ground forces, we have a Treekin here with two War Dancers, one Sword, one Spear. And then over here we have three Eternal Guard and then three Glade Guard with Starfire Shafts. And that is going to be their army. Now, judging by how they're positioned, I am almost certain that the Wood Elf wants me to go up here. Because I'm assuming that by the time my army gets up here, they're going to have archers deployed here and here. I'm assuming. What I'm gonna do is march my army down here. Also, they have a Way Watcher, or a Way Stalker. Sorry, they're way down. Wow, they're way down here? Holy crap, that's what it started? They're gonna end up, like, way over here, I guess, later in the battle. But I'm gonna move my army over here, so we're gonna do, like, a lineup right here. My, Cav's gonna be here, and then the Puppy's gonna be pulled all the way back here. And we're gonna be kind of in just this stalemate for, I don't even know how long, like 7 minutes. Because I refuse to go up there, especially up at least this way. I was willing to go all the way around to where there's an actual wide open space. But when I get to about here, they're going to show their forces, because I'm about to lose sight of all of them because I don't have my dire pack up there anymore. They're going to show their forces to be like right here at the gap. And I'm like, no thanks. I don't want to charge up a narrow gap and then be risked of, you know, like have a bunch of archers on the side and have the flying squad. So I'm just going to play the patient game because there's literally no reason for me to attack up there because they're not really going to do any pressure on me. They do have the Glade Guard and they're going to try and skirmish me twice. I'm probably going to skip a lot of this or take a lot of it out though. I'm just telling you what you're going to be missing. So they're going to have the Glade Guard come out here and try and skirmish against my dire wolves, but they're not really going to be really, you know, I missed this. I missed that one shot there. Or else I would have immediately ran out here. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I missed that. Oh, I'm so upset with myself. But you're not really going to miss much. I'm just going to sit down here. They're going to sit up there for a very long time until I finally draw them out or until they get bored. And they're going to start to move out a little bit. And they're going to make a little, well, they're going to make it easier for me to get at them, basically. So I'll see you here in a moment. Alright, so as you can see, it has been several minutes, and as I said, they did do a little bit of light skirmishing against my dire wolves, and they did hit one of my Black Knights because they actually netted them with the Glade Lord. But when I applied pressure back, flying my forces up, I basically pushed their Glade Riders out, and they fell back. They didn't really want to do an engagement. So like, okay, so then I fell back, then we did it again, then I fell back, and now we're on our third dance, we'll call it. We're on our third dance. And I'm about to pull out my army here. I want to do the attack right now because you can see that they have pulled their forces down here. I know that's not all of their forces, but their archers are way out here. Then they're going to decide to net my Strigoi Ghoul King with the Prey of Anathema, so I'm going to immediately cast an Invocation of the Heck, and that's what we're just going to charge. We're going to go straight forward because the enemy wants to get greedy right here, and they want to try and kill the Strigoi Ghoul King. Well, it's going to be hard to do when I cast the heal spell on himself. He has natural regeneration, and plus we have the Varric's Reavers right there. We're closing in with the Black Knights there and there. The dogs are going to be a little bit in the back, a little bit behind on this one because this is pretty rushed. I'm trying to give everybody orders. I'm going to leave these two because I'm rushing my micro. But now I am out of the net. The Terrorgeist now chasing into the Glade Lord herself. And you can see that we're going to be catching these archers, pinning them in place briefly, letting their Eternal Guard come down here, and then we're going to try and intercept those with my criticals as our knights are going to pull out and around and try and continue to assault this one group of Glade Guard. You can see the third group trying to run up the mountain. And now here come the War Dancers and the Treekin, which I have yet to see, and then the Way Stalker, which I have not seen yet at this time in the battle. But again, right now I am focused mostly on trying to kill this Glade Lord, so all of the Terrorgeists are on the Glade Lord at this point, trying to kill them, and then these two are going to try and snipe my Terrorgeists, and we're going to hit them with the Black Knights because they are not on skirmishing mode. And again, my dogs and these two are a little bit behind, and my Varric's Reavers are pulled like way out, so now they're coming back in. Crypt Ghoul is going to engage against the War Dancers, the swords and the spear version, as the enemy tries to get their archers out, but we're not going to let them because we have all this fast cav, so we're going to go like bloop. And they're also going to catch their Glade Riders right up against this mountain too and push them right into there. You see we get some good damage on this Glader with the Terrorgeist, but they are going to manage to separate us here. I'm not entirely sure what happened, because I kept clicking attack orders on the Glade Lord, but oh well. The Spell Singer is going to be casting a lot of Awakening of the Woods. They're going to do pretty good damage. Look at that damage on my clump criticals there. A lot of good damage. So we are now isolated. I thought my Terror guys could maybe take out the Blade Lord by itself. This is actually a fight that it's not going to really be able to win. And I was going to try and snipe the Spell Slinger of Life because I do not want to get hit by the spell. So we're going to stick one Terror Geist in them and pull the Crypt Ghoul, or sorry, Strigoi Ghoul King over here. He did manage to summon a Crypt Horror who I'm going to have assigned on these Blade Guard. Then we're going to pull him back down here to fight against the Treekin. You can see my Cav and the dogs that just pin these Blade Guard and the Glade Riders against the wall. We're just murdering them, which is great. Still trying to get these two Crypt Ghouls over here into the action. We're going to put one right here and then another one into these War Dancers. My Strigoi Ghoul King is going to get netted once again, and now my Terror Geist is in a 1v1, but I'm still hopeful that they can win it. But then the Great Eagle is going to come around, and I'm going to try and withdraw, but it's going to be too late, and this Terror Geist is actually going to die, as the other one is chasing out the Spell Slinger of Life, and I'm like, well, I'm getting nowhere with this, because it's faster than me. So when we fly back over this way, I'm going to have it attack the Treekin instead, so it can do its armor-piercing anti-large, so you can see there goes one of my Terror Geist. I'm like, well, damn it. Going to do some more damage on the Glade Lord, because I really want to kill that Glade Lord, if I can. The Varric Reapers may, at this point, go on the Waystalker. Well, they may do a rear charge. Actually, I think they do a rear charge. We're going to get the puppies of the Waystalker here soon after we're done with these War Dancers. And you can see down here, Crypt Ghoul engaged against Eternal Guard, getting massacred by another one of the Awakening of the Wood Spells. And I'm going back, well, this is a losing fight, so we're going to pull the Strigoi Ghoul King out of here. We're going to join the other Terror guys to try and focus down on these Treekin. We've done a lot of good damage to what is remaining of the Wood Elves melee infantry, and, well, we're about to do a lot of damage to their Treekin. There go the puppies on the Waystalker. Waystalkers are not really great in melee. Even the basic puppies can do a lot of good damage on them. As we do more reinforcements here with the Crypt Ghouls, going to try and definitely win this fight right here, because if we can rout these, then we're going to weaken the morale of the entire Wood Elf army. You can already see the balance of power is kind of in our favor. The Eternal Guard fight was doing pretty well, especially with the backing of the Awakening of the Wood, and there goes another Awakening of the Wood. But they are going to actually be routed. Some more decent damage right there. We're going to rout the Treekin here. And you can see we're putting more resources down here because the Great Eagle tried to snipe the Dire Pack, or the Dire Wolves. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So then we assigned our Black Knights to go fight the Great Eagle. We're assigning our puppies to go fight the Great Eagle. And now we're going to get the Varric Reapers and the other Black Knights over here. We're going to try and rout both of these units now they're on the ground. The Glade Lord, which was just casually sniping the Strigoi Ghoul King, was right above us. So we're just going to get back up in the air and try and get some more damage on them. Getting some pretty good damage on this Glade Lord. Pretty good damage. And you can see that we have shattered a couple units. We're shattered this unit, that unit. We're still working on this one War Dancer who's being very stubborn, and we get netted again. And my Terror guys, for some reason, just doesn't immediately chase the Glade Lord. They pause, so I'm like, okay, fine. So we'll just go back to this Treekin, do some more damage to them. I'll let the Glade Lord leave because they're almost out of ammo anyway, so I'm like, that's fine. We have routed the Waystalker, and now we're trying to still rout the Great Eagle with our Cav here. I'm kind of clumped up right there, but that's fine. It's not perfectly fine, but it's fine. I'm just making sure that we stick as many mobile units on these, specifically the Great Eagle, so that it cannot get back up in the air. So I'm like, you know what, just throw all my mobile units at it. It's okay. I don't need them to really do anything else at this point. We are getting sniped a little bit by this Glade Rider, but they are so depleted at this point. I'm like, that's fine. That's fine. And then eventually we're going to get the Terrorgeist and the Strigoi Ghoul King to come back over this way to follow my mobile pack, which is going to chase this Great Eagle way, like, over here. Way over there, I think. So they're all going to go that way. My Cryptors is going to be going over that way. And again, these are the Summon Cryptors, so they are still dying slowly. Meanwhile, we're going to finish off this one group of Eternal Guard with the Crypt Ghouls and the Black Knights, and then we're going to send everything else up this hill. We're going to briefly chase this Treekin because I really wanted to kill it, but then I'm like, this is kind of a waste of time here. So we're going to pull the Strigoi Ghoul King and again the Terror guys back over here to try and meet up with our mobile force, which is going to get sniped by the Glade Lord, and of course they have the Spell Slinger over there, and the Waystalker is going to come back from routing and start doing some damage on them as well. I'm going to leave, I think, this one Crypt Ghoul to chase the Treekin. Then I'm going to eventually pull this Crypt Ghoul back as well because it has a lot of hit points left. There we go. That Eternal Guard has been shattered. And so now we're going to send these forces back up here as well. Strigoi Ghoul King and Terror guys being very, very slow. Initially, actually, I was moving them over here to snipe the Waystalker again, but I'm going to leave that to the Black Knight, and these are going to continue their journey over here because we really need to finish this Glade Lord if possible. And I still do have enough Winds of Magic for another Spirit Leech. We have Spirit Leeched once in this battle. We've healed a single target twice and summoned the Cryptors once. So that's where all of our Winds of Magic have gone. Dire Pack going to pull off of the fight against the Spell Slinger, who is basically sacrificing herself to try and save the Great Eagle at this point. So I'm like, okay. So then we pounce on the Spell Slinger instead with our two Cav there. And then again, the Dire Wolves are going to go over here and they are going to reroute the Glade Guard, as the Strigoi Ghoul King and Terror guys are going to continue their journey over here. There goes our Summon Cryptor. And here come the Black Knights to try and stop the Waystalker. So there we go, we shatter the Glade Guard, and now I'm going to try and pounce on the Glade Lord with our Dire Pack because it made the mistake of landing into a group of very fast, unbreakable dogs. I'm like, alright, let's do this. So I cast the Spirit Leech, we do get netted again, and then we're going to get our Terrorgeist on him though, because they cannot leave the ground due to the nature of the Dire Wolves, and that is going to shatter them, and that's going to lead to an army being shattered. So good game to Art of War. It's a very long one. One that I played a very patient game. You could just charge up there, but I think that would have been a bad idea. Charging up there, it may not look like it, but there's a lot of trees over there, and like more than half of my army, at least cost-wise, is in giant creatures. And I'm like, I don't think it's going to be good to charge into the forest up there. So I stayed down. We did some light skirmishing back and forth. Well, they skirmished. I charged at them, and then they would fall back. And then eventually they were just so out of position, far enough away from the plateau up there, that I can charge in there very quickly. They got greedy because they weren't moving their archers back immediately when they netted that Crypt, or the Strigoi Ghoul King. I keep calling him Cryptor for some reason. I mean, I guess he's like the leader of the Cryptor. I don't know. But when they netted him, like, that player really wanted to kill him, because you can see everything was focused on him, and like their archers, my Varix Reavers, got right into them. They never pulled back. They really wanted to snipe my leader at that point, but you know, 80 armor, I think the Strigoi Ghoul King has, regeneration, and on top of that I cast Invocation of the Hex, so he was fine. And we got just a lot of free damage on those Glade Guard, and they just never really recovered after that initial engagement. So lucky for me, I think they kind of what's the term, like when you focus, when you like you single narrowly focus, what is that term called? Anyway, whatever, when your focus kind of blinds you to the rest of what's happening, I think that may be what happened here. Maybe, I don't know. But again, good game to Art of War. It was fairly close. I could have, I think, won it in any way, especially if I kept the Strigoi Ghoul King in the very bad situation they were against the Great Eagle and the Glade Lord earlier on, because he would have got murdered. If I did not pull him out of there, he would have been murdered just like the other Terra guys. So again, if that had happened, then that would have probably been the end of my army. But let's go watch a cinematic view of this battle. Yeah, they managed to net me, but then these archers just stay out here in the open, and I'm like, I got Varix Reavers right here, like right here, and then they're like, oh wait, though, there's Cav charging us now, and I'm like, yeah, there is. It's a little late though. And Crypt Ghouls are pretty quick. They're right behind. Them ghouls. Run them down. Jeez. Poor elves.
Kill them!
Man, that eagle is gonna just waddle so far trying to escape. So very far. Man, knocked him right into the cripples. Oh, the combo.
Die, outsider!
Oh, these happy cripples. I was like, okay, I'll trade a spell singer or a great eagle for a spell singer. I am down with this trade. Not so easy to leave once you land on that great eagle. Also, looked like she was taking friendly fire from this clay card. She got shot in the back of the head twice. 2 times. The Glade Lord that made the mistake of trying to charge down and then fleeing from the puppies. Can't escape those puppies. They are faster than you. This is what they're made, well, partly what they're made for. Chase down targets like this. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the map or the game, everyone. I will see you all next time. Take care.